Welcome back, everybody. So, 2 updates real quick. I am getting a little bit sick, but I've been doing really good about sticking to stream even though I'm not feeling the best. And I know you guys will tell me to rest if I'm like pushing myself too hard. But if I get up to pee a lot, I've been drinking a crap ton of water today and then I've just been peeing like crazy. So, I'm just trying to stay with my body. I'm drinking a bunch of black tea that Mrs. Prison brewed for me. And energy's down a little bit, but we're good. It's the end of the stream week. I've got the DaVinci software, so I'll be uploading a ton of VODs this week. I'm really excited because I think I've got like 6 more things to add to the VOD playlist. Because now that we're doing these double streams that last longer, I'm just getting a lot more done. There's a lot more content. And with DaVinci, where I'll be able to cut it up so it looks better, I'm feeling pretty good about all this. So, with all that said, God, my hair looks like... Can we make that look any better? No, that's just what we got. Damn. Okay. So enough of that. Let's get into today's stream goals. Welcome to DevLog number 14, everybody. Look how far we're coming. Wow, amazing. Okay. So yesterday we worked on one of the ending cards. Some of you guys saw that. Some of you guys might not have seen it. So we're going to finish up the ending cards today. We are going to make slight adjustments to the play area opacity. We were talking about this at the end of stream, so if you guys didn't catch it, basically, when you highlight the menu options, it normally pulls down the opacity a little bit to make it look darker. So if we start doing, like, certain icons on the background of the art, so if we have a art in the background and then have something in the foreground and the opacity shrinks, you can see that background art, and we got to make sure it doesn't clash and look bad. So we're going to fix that today, and I have a couple ideas. I actually brewed one up at the end of stream yesterday, so this should be a very easy fix. And then we're just going to make sure that I'm not screwing up with my parent object, so we're just going to make sure that I'm, like, making this work correctly. So, without further ado, let's open up some art, and let's get to it. So what? Let's just open up everything we were working on yesterday. And that should be it. There we go. Cool. Let's get right to it. So this was like our little locked box. This was text box none that we made yesterday, meaning that there is not an option there. And then, ooh, locked was supposed to have question marks and it doesn't. Uh-oh. Something did not get saved correctly. Yeah. And that means that these will probably come off of here as well. Because the idea now, I think, is that I'm just going to draw them on. So let's do this. Let's clear out everything except for the outline, because then the outlines can overlap, right? So if we keep the outlines, then we are cluing ourselves in as the game developer, like, hey, Mr. Game Dev, put them right here. Because when those overlap, even if the opacity goes down, it won't look... it shouldn't... I will say that. It shouldn't look bad. But you never know. Okay, full opacity. Continuous is on. Why is that not working? Why aren't you working? I thought I was very clever. Saying no opacity. Oh, because I'm clicking the wrong... Oh, because the background... You silly goober. Okay. There we go. And then we'll just clear that up real quick, like... Doop, doop, doop. Yeah, and then we can literally just keep the outlines, and then I'll know exactly where I want to place this, and I think that that'll look fine. Perfect. Okay. Yeah, I'm actually pretty happy with how the game progress has been going. I feel like I'm actually making, like, consistent progress this time around. There's been times previously where I feel like I was just kind of, like, drowning with no real direction. And I keep kind of having little ahas and things keep getting like a little bit cleaner looking, but seeing how this is going to be my first Steam game, I'm kind of letting myself still have fun with it instead of being like, nope, you got to really focus up and do this thing. I'm like, nah, we can have a little bit of fun. So, I do want to make sure though, like, the plan is that I've got Tuesday and Wednesday off. I actually talked to Miss Prism and told her I was feeling burnt out, and just very classical Miss Prism. She was like, hey, Like, you should just, like, take the day to yourself and take care of yourself, because I'm really bad about asking for help when I need it. So she's very good about reading between the lines, and she shouldn't have to be. I should be able to just express myself and say, hey, I'm tired, I don't want to do this. Yeah, so that looks not great right now, but then when we throw the icons on it, I think that'll look better for, like, drawing events and stuff, so I think that'll be good. So, just in case I change my mind, though, we'll do this as a game over version 2. Okay. And so this is my new header. And this is the text box none. This needs to be text box locked, so I need to go borrow the question mark real quick, and I know where to grab that real quick, so I'm just going to go dig into some of my UI for Prison Break. And we'll literally just go, what, player equipment? I know it's an equipment. Yeah, there you are. I want this. And then we're going to go to this one, right, locked. We're going to take this question mark, and we're literally just going to go, loop. Loop. Oh, gosh. Not like that. There we go. Hell yeah. I also hope everyone's been having a good weekend so far. It was busy for us. There's a thing in the town that I work at, because I work at a grocery store. There's this, like, special event that goes on. And it just causes our parking lot to be completely full, and some people shop and some people don't. So it's just a very weird mix of, like, we are a little bit busier, but not as much as, like, the parking lot would indicate. So to the same logic, I should probably hollow out the insides of these ones as well. Well. Oh, did I not open up my, hold on. I'm missing something. Art assets. Game over? No, I already have that. Oh, that's right. I need to make... I'm thinking now I want to do the cards. So basically, the idea is that there is a canon ending, so I want to do a special card for the canon ending. And then I want to have 2 other cards. So we have this one, which is, you fail to protect the Twilight Coast. So, like, when you die, this is the card that you see, where it's like, oh, pop-a-da, like, Twilight Coast, like, you know, Twilight Coast, like, collapses. And I'm wondering if this is good now. You failed to protect the Twilight Coast. Do I like that? I don't want to be super hypercritical, because, like, I just want, like, this is very obviously, like, you died, and then I want a card when you succeed on any of the other endings, because there's a few endings where, like, you escape Twilight Coast, and so I kind of want to have it be, like, you escape... hold on. I think I have an idea. So this is another version of that same card, and this is a text layer, right? But we're at double size, right? So let's shrink back down. Just kidding, because that destroys that, and we don't want to do that. Hold on. So we'll take some text, right? And we'll be like, ooh, that is way too big. Let's go back down to 16. Go, there we go. Nope, not like that. That's fine. No, I don't need that either. Thank you. I wonder if that'll work. Ah! No! Wait, can I? Oh, God! It's fine. I knew what I typed. Okay. And then, like, center it. That's probably good. Outline it in black. Okay. in here. I'm gonna... Oh, we can make that bigger. Dude, I love how much, like, software creation tools have just made our lives so much easier. Like, doing this kind of stuff growing up would have been significantly harder than it is now. Oh, shit, that's right. I forgot to size it up. There we go. Let's try that. Copy. I'll paste that over. And then how did I have it as far as height and everything went? Oh, they were all touching. So this just needs to come down one. And I'm pretty sure that's just about as even as it's gonna get. Because again, the cards don't need to be super different. Like, I'll probably change the icon out so that, like, it's a little bit different. Like, maybe there'll be a boot up here to be like, you're running away, or, you know, something like that. Okay, so yeah, because now we have, like, what, you fail to protect the Twilight Coast, you escape the peril of Twilight Coast, and it's like... Ooh, and I think I've got the last one figured out, too. So, file, save as, sprite, escape, ending. And we will keep that as an A sprite, just in case we need to change this. Okay, now I'll erase this. I wish I could clean a window that easily, just like... I always use too much, like, Windex or whatever. It's hard being me. Imagine me, Windex, rough. Get that out of here. All right. Text. Need you to move. Oh, why is it like... I must have hit a... Like, this is one thing that I'm still learning with A-Sprite. There's so much stuff I've gotten really good at, but then there's other stuff where I accidentally fat key buttons and then I don't know how to undo things, because, like, now it's just grabbing stuff. Like, I don't like that it's doing that. Goodness gracious. Hey, Jonas! Welcome back. Ooh, thank you. A hydrate sounds fan. I love that you're coming in, you're like, hold on, I gotta press this, I gotta press that, I gotta fire off all this stuff. Thank you, Jonas. Super awesome to have you. How is Gao doing, by the way? Every single day, his notifications go off while I'm at work. I've been wanting to just, like, lurk in one of his streams, but I've literally been working, like, all week. Gotta see what my text limit is, because this might be too much. We're gonna find out. Guys, doing well today. Had a hectic stream of art, linguistics, and history. Oh, that sounds fun. Sounds a little chaotic, but I'm down for a good time. That's gonna clip that. I gotta be careful. There we go. Right there, yeah. We are? Yeah. If you get some mean-ass person around some gal pretending like he knows everything, so I had to ban the guy. I hate, like, I talk about this so much, but, like, the consumer behavior of some people where they think that they can just come into someone else's chat and they're like, Oh, I know everything about game design. Like, it even pisses me off in the Game Maker Discord. There's some people that act like they know everything. I, like, kind of let them yap for a little bit. Yeah, this is too long. Like, I can do You Are Now the Hope of the Twilight Coast, but May the Amaranth Guide You is too long. Yeah, we'll fix that. He already has suspicion name with the Womanize. Jesus. Might have banned on site, dude. Like, names like that already give you, like, implications of what they're gonna be like. Oh, we can just double it up to 32. That's fine. Boop. Hell yeah. They start going like, bro, just use more than 4 colors. Nobody asked for a Game Boy version if you're not going to port it to Game Boy. Jesus Christ. Like, I literally can't stand that. There's so many entitled children that are like, just release, like, these games already, Fivehead. And it's like, even me making this goofy little, like, choose-your-own-adventure game, it's taking me way too long because I work a full-time job because I'm a 34-year-old adult man with an amazing girlfriend and other obligations like cars and bills and stuff. I wish I could stay here for 16 hours, and even if I did, the game probably would take a couple weeks. Just use this other engine. Just package it with an emulator. My God. I hate people like that. Do I want to do something like that? No, that's too long. Go to it's peak. Hello? Jesus. Me mommy over here on Game Maker. I was trying to, like, because I really like what I'm doing because it's very simple, where it's like, bro, that name isn't real. Yeah, I know. It's ridiculous. Hi, Tricky. No, I'm trying to figure out, like, because I really like, because, again, we've got, like, you fail to protect the Twilight Coast, you escape the perils of the Twilight Coast, and it's like, you are now the hope of the Twilight Coast. And I want to do something just besides good luck. Yeah. I don't know Gao for not taking too much shit, and I got excited when Gao started firing back at him. Gao went off. Good! Gao should have torn him a new one. Yeah. No, it's ridiculous, dude. Oh, wrong color. There we go. Okay. Oh, wait. Oh. Oh, no. That's not what we wanted. Don't do that. No, no, no. Oh, there we go. You're not the hope of the Twilight. There we go. I think I like that. It's cryptic. Ba-da-ba-da-ba, ba-da-ba-da-ba. Oh, that's why okay, hold on, I just remember why I have to do 16 font. My bad. Reason I gotta do 16 font is so that it can get blocky, so I will have to scale it up. So let's undo that. Get out of here, stop that. Ah! Okay. Then we're gonna shrink it back down. Okay, it's at 200, 200. Hold up, let me cook real quick. Okay, Marzo, what's up, what's up? Oh, and we're still on 32, my bad. 62. Oh, Tricky, real quick, do me a favor. Look up a free-to-play game on Steam called Mecha Break and tell me what you think about it. You were talking about stuff that we could do together, and that's been one of my hardcore ADHD fixations. Like, instead of working on stream last night when I got off, I played Mecha Break for 3 hours because I have no self-control. Go. Hell yeah. Now we can. This is stream appropriate. Mm-hmm. It is. It is. Yeah. No, I appreciate it. And it's actually, this is actually going to be, this line is actually going to be canon to the game. I guess I don't mind spoiling it for the smaller community, because it'll be fun as the game grows. But I don't know if I should. I don't know. Do people not want spoilers? Because like I could avoid spoilers, but I would also love to like geek about like some of my game's lore, but I don't want to like not consensually spoil my game for people who don't want to be spoiled. Okay, so now, is this all sized up correctly? No, it's not. Here we go. There we go. Copy. Okay. And get rid of that. Oh, okay, there we go. That's better. Okay, so basically, the whole concept of my game is that, like, in the story imperative, so Chromatia is 9 regions, right? There's like 9 different colors. So there's white, black, and then the 7 color spectrum colors. So the whole idea is that every region is just really good at one thing. So like red has like vitality, and they all are like referred to as like the realm of dreams, the realm of like adventure, the realm of, and they're all particularly really good at one thing. And the whole thing with the region of black being like evil and attacking other regions. Hi, girlfriend. How are you? How work? Do you have enough OSs today, or did they disappear again? The realm of Kaboom. So basically the whole idea is that they're all really good at one thing, right? Like that's what everybody, ooh, is that 2? No, that's just, oh, it's just too much. No. Okay, hold on. I'll just do Seek Out the Queen. Check this out. We'll just take this. Sorry, ADHD. So literally the whole idea is that the king, like, believes in, like, everyone just being... Wait. Oh, God damn it. Sorry. I didn't copy it. There we go. There we go. I was like, why is that the same amount? Okay. Sorry. One more time. ADHD. We're going to go for it. So, 9 regions. They're all particularly good at one thing. And the idea is that the king in the realm of white has the most powerful militia. And so he, like, is low-key like, hey, everyone should stick to what they're good at. And the queen knows that there's basically this, like Fanta black resource that, like, exists outside Chromatia that's gonna basically, like, Sozin's Comet just blow everything up and destroy everything. So she starts trying to collect all the colors to basically create what's referred to as a wavelength, which is by the king of light, Lord Radium. He sees that as taboo. He's like, colors shouldn't mix. Like, everyone should just do their job. Like, red should be knights. Indigo should be mystics. Like, they should, like, record and do data. They shouldn't fight. Like, everyone has, like, a delegated task. And the queen's whole thing is, like, if we combine forces and we start creating wavelengths where we start mixing colors, we'll be more powerful than we've ever been before. But that would throw off the king's militia's, like, power, because it would throw everything off, because, like, if everyone starts fusing colors, there are combinations that are more powerful than the king's militia staged in the realm of white. And so, in my game, white is investigating the island because they know that, like, the meteor of, like, Fanta Black is going to hit Twilight Coast first. So when you ask them for help, they intentionally cut you down, and you basically find out about that. And so you are, like, trying to get off the island while the meteor is hitting, while the white is invading. Yeah, the problem as always is racism. Literally, though. That's, like, it's a genuine thing. Oh, you're listening to me white clean toilets. Hell yeah, baby. I got you. I love you, Ani. So, like, the whole idea of this game is that Indigo are time seers, where they can't travel through time, but they can dilate to a point in time. So when you're doing this choose your own adventure, there's one path where you start dilating to time, and so certain paths you get to hold on to little bits of information to open up other paths. So there's one canon ending where you collect all the information on the island and basically find out that you can't save everyone. Like, all the different endings show, like, you can save certain people, but you can't save everyone. And so the canon ending is you go talk to your elder, you basically prove to him with a passcode that he only gives to you when you travel through time. You travel back to time, tell him the passcode, he's like, oh, okay, so we're fucked. And then, oh, what's that? Okay, no worries, Jonas, you're good. So the whole idea is that it's like, you basically find out that you can't save everyone. And so you dilate to a point in time, you know all this information, you know what Anther told you, and you basically book it off the island before anything else happens to try to go get help. Because, like, a couple of the endings are even, like, you going to the King of White and being like, help us, like, everything's bad. And he's like, oh, I'm aware. And then just, like, cuts you down. And so seeking out the queen is, like, Anther ends up telling you, like, hey, like, the king's not going to help us. Like, he predicted this was gonna happen, so like you need to go seek out someone, because the king is basically being like, the queen and the meteor, so Black and Fanta Black are the same. They're evil and they're trying to destroy us all, and the queen is trying to harness the power of Fanta Black to create a wavelength to basically fight back against it. So she's trying to build like antibodies so that you can become strong enough to fight against it. And the king is like, if you do that, you're going to destroy the fact that I'm the strongest army in the world, and I can't have that, so I have to destroy you guys at the source and basically quell the Fanta Black before anyone can use it. So I'm really excited that this game is very canon to that. So again, as I get closer to my actual game release, I probably won't talk about this. Hey! Oh, dude, please, I'm not. How are you, dude? What's up? Oh, God. Okay, so. Escape. Canon ending. What is good, my guy? I'm good. I'm a little bit sick, so I've been drinking a lot of black tea and, like, doing a lot of snacking. But stuff has been super good. We were just finishing up a couple more of the, game over ending cards. I'm gonna, like, flare these up a little bit more, but I just want to get to a spot where we're placeholder. Just night off work before my 3 weeks off. Whoa! No! Rub it in. That's so cool. I don't hate you, but God, I wish I was you right now. That's dope. No, I could kill for 3 weeks off right now. And I will. No, I'm kidding, but that's seriously kick-ass. I think we've got all the art done. Was that everything on my to-do list? Finish ending cards. So ending cards are done. So this is done. No, Marzo, no. Here, no, you can't do murder. I don't want to do murder. I want to do murder in a video game, but I don't want to do murder IRL. So we got to play the play area opacity. That's the next thing. And then this will probably be something that we just look at as the night goes on. My job is super cool since I get 6 weeks off a year. Right now, I just, with my company, so at 1 year, you get 2 weeks off. 3 years, you get 4 weeks off. 7 years, you get 6 weeks off. And at 15 years, you get 8 weeks off. And I just hit the 4-week mark, and it's pretty sick. Games can only be played as a pacifist. No. There can be murder. Murder. All right, let's fire up Game Maker. We got to get this working. So let's start with our dialog box. We got to import in our new dialog box. Master's Awakening art assets. Sprite 3 dialogue. Is this the correct one? All right. All right, let's see how goofy this gets and how quickly it gets goofy. Okay, so import, and we want, what, text box 2? Yep. We're still at middle center on all of this, so that's good. It's 4 weeks all the time, but since I'm doing night shift, I have 6. That is so cool. I seriously love that for you. Like, God, that's phenomenal. I think we're keeping the header for now, because I think I decided I want to use the header for location information, because I basically want it to be like location, ruins, or mountain, or whatever, and then certain hints in the game will tell you like, oh, this is in the mountains, this is in the ruins, and it'll be really simple. It'll just be another fun, flavorful thing to kind of tell you where you're going and what you're doing. And based on what ending you get, I think it'll also indicate what ending you got up at the top and be like, ending 13, you did this and that, and then you'll click on the screen, and then it'll go to this. Like, game over, you failed to protect the Twilight Coast, and then I'll fill these in with, like, the locked option or the hidden option, because most of these are going to have a locked option of the time dilating, but then once you unlock it, you'll be able to time dilate. But certain endings might revoke your ability to time dilate. A file system can never be that organized, dear Lord. No, man. No, it's fine. Okay, so we've got... Okay, so let's see how the rooms are looking so far. So go title screen. I feel like those are already too small. Did I put in the right size for... Probably not. Are they supposed to be doubled? 480 feels big. Why do they feel so small on the title screen? Quit and start. Oh, hold on. I wonder if... Let me shock my OBJs. A sprite choice. Why does that just look so small? Hold on. I think one of the last things that have been important to the game is music, just so we can keep the vibe music on when we're starting. Yeah, that looks cute, but that looks too small. So what is going on? The room is 640. Wait, I think I know what's going on. No, it's still small. If I do this... Oh, that is also small. Weird. Do I need a double up? I have an object for setup. I wonder if I'm accidentally expanding the room size too quickly. Hold on. Parent objects, object setup. Window set size, 1980, 1080. Okay, so first I want this back down to 1280 by 720 because that just is nicer to look at while we're testing it. Okay. Okay. So that should make it a little bit smaller so when it spawns in, there we go. Okay, so that looks nice. But that's not actually going to help us with anything. So, yeah, it looks like if I double up on the size, I feel like that's going to make weirdness in the rest of my game. What is the room size? Maybe that's the issue. Is my room size the issue? I wonder if I cut this down. And this is my background. But now it's not showing the whole background. Delete layer. Is this too big now? Because I think I made everything else to work with a 320 by 640. And I think that those numbers work better in my head for expanding on stuff. Hold on, because I'm thinking like 320, 640, 1280, 920. Keeping it on a 640 multiple could be okay for screen resolutions, but I think I want 320 to be better on phones. Oh, thank you, I will hydrate. That's a really good idea. Thank you. My girlfriend really appreciates it. You're reminding me to hydrate. Well, my lips are like buttery. What was the button saved as a larger sprite with extra space around it? No. It wasn't. Like, it's all dead space. I think... Dead Space, that's a game. No, I think what I'm going to do is... I'm going to go into this. I'm going to go find my title. Most recently updated sprite title. And then I can literally just go... sprite size, and then I can just shrink it down. Oh, I just didn't save it. Okay, that's what's going on. Okay, hold on. So, save. Don't worry, I literally am fixing the issue right now. Is that it was literally supposed to be just a smaller file. And that happens to me a lot. And then we'll slap that in there. And then you'll see it's not even because we got snap. So, oh, wait, no, it's because of grid. Hold on. There we go. And now it should still have the same issue. Hold on. Remove snap. There we go. Okay. And now, there we go. That's looking way better. Okay, that's good right there. Oh, except we don't want that because that's a sprite. We want, start. There we go. Hell yeah. Ooh. Why are we being so nutty? Oh, because the grid didn't save. There we go. That's better. Start. Settings. That's still gonna look a little goofy. I'm hydrating myself too, but with caffeine. No, that's not hydrating. He's learning. Thanks, Marzo. It's honestly been really fun, like, seeing how much I can learn. Like, I think one of my favorite things is, like, removing snap, and when you grab and drag it, it'll actually like show you the numeric values of where stuff is going. Like literally everything in reference, it'll be like, look, these are only 6 pixels apart. And I'm like, that's okay. I want to make sure that they're at least 8 pixels apart. So that's 4. So we'll scoot that up. I want 12. Ooh, you don't like me going to 12. There we go. There we go. And now that's all even. Okay, let's see how our new start screen looks. Hey! And the reason this third one doesn't show up, this is awesome, Marzo, I haven't shown you this, is that basically I have a setting that goes, if the browser is literally HTML5, like if it's a browser format, remove quit game, because on browsers, if you have a quit game, it just sends your screen, like your game to a black screen. So when you're on Steam, there will be a quit game option here, but then for everything else, it doesn't show up. And I fucking love that. Okay, this is looking really good and I'm really excited. Oh. None of that is correct though. Oh no. This became hieroglyphics. Will this game have animation? Probably not. It's my first little baby game. So I wonder what happened there. What made that go crazy? Oh, the room sizes. Oh no, the room sizes. Oh no, no, no. We gotta fix that real quick. And then goodbye. Oh wait, actually. Oh, shit. I didn't think about that. Okay, and then... So let's try that real quick. I gotta see if I screwed something up by changing the settings. So it does make the stuff behind it more visible, so I will have to work on that. So that means that we can't have the background elements. This is hilarious, though. I don't know what the hell happened to that screen. What page is that even? Is that this page? Okay, so everything's getting set to 320 by 180 moving forward. So let's see how many rooms. Right now, just because we have these rooms, moving forward, I'll be able to duplicate the rooms at the 320, 180 that I actually need. But this will be fine for now. We'll just go in and just manually adjust these ones. And I think as long as we do that, then we shouldn't have whatever that god-awful problem was. Okay, so we can get rid of that. Delete that. We're going to delete this assets layer. Now we're on instances. So let's see what happens. Does it do the resolution correctly? Because now the room is the correct size and all of that fun business. It does. Sick. I mean, it's a fucking mess now. I gotta fix. Oh no! Gee, Rick. That looks horrible. Okay, cool. Okay. Okay, that's priceless. Oh my Lanta. Okay. Settings. So left pressed. So is this the left press is audio play sound? Okay, so then we'll go settings and we'll go bump, inherit event. Then we'll go also room, go to title settings. There we go. It's actually nuts how much better I've gotten at coding, Marzo. It's still really basic stuff. But like, I don't know, it just feels good being comfortable in this stuff, you know? What object is that? I don't think we need OBJ setup twice. Wait, why is OBJ setup in the title settings screen, but not on the title screen? I feel like it would make more sense for OBJ setup to be here, just in the corner. And then get rid of it there. All right, so does that work? Haha. Cool. Cool. So, I already wonder if I'm off to a terrible start with this. Because I might have just realized something. So this is my dialogue box, right? So that means that, like, we were starting to do this earlier, and then I was jumping all over the place. So we need to hollow out the insides of these dialogue boxes, right? So we'll like, boop, boop. I don't like this song. Hold on. Oh, this is the one that I didn't like. Get out of here. Where are you? Packing in the smoke? I don't like this one. Remove from this playlist. There we go. Get out of here. There we go. That's better. Sorry, I just don't like that song. No, don't leave. I'll be sad if you leave. Come back. Just clean toilets with me forever. I love you too. I'll see you later, Miss Prism. Goodbye. Goodbye. Alright, we're just gonna finish erasing all of this. Actually, I think this is even, like, this is perfect just like this. Like, I'll need to color it in, because otherwise the opacity will just show literally nothing behind it, and that'll look really bad too. Actually, to that extent... Wait, hold our horses. So I don't think I actually need to get rid of anything except for the icon itself. Because then everything else darkening, I think, is kind of okay. And even then... Hold on. I'm planning. Because again, we got to figure out the correct opacity. Because there's not going to be an icon behind it, because we're going to draw these icons onto something. We thought originally I was going to use it as the back plate. So we just want this color there. Hell yeah. Sick. Okay. I love this artist, by the way. I found him on Spotify, and literally his thing's titled, like, free 8-bit royalty-free pixel music. And I was trying to find any way to contact him directly, because I was like, hey, dude, you make some pretty good music. So I think that'll be good. So then, I guess I need to reverse engineer this, and, like, take this, and copy and paste this, and be like, this is what I need. Right? Because now this is my choice window. Because this is going to be what fits the game, and this is what's going to be, like, symmetrically... So 228... Okay, so this one is actually too long. That's not good. But then this new sprite I made... So this is 288 by 22. Will that fit on the title screen without looking like a monster? Because that is my next big question, is can we... Where is my title screen? It's pretty boisterous, but I don't think it's bad. I think that's actually pretty solid. I do actually have to pee real quick, so to refresh our timer, do I want to do that? Yeah, I think I'll run some... No, I'm not going to run some ads. Guys, I will be right back. We're still like 20 minutes out on ads, so I'll be right back. I just got to use the bathroom. Like 30 seconds. It's all the tea! Jack, can you hear me? There's so much tea! Oh, hi, Cat. All right, we're back. So I think that this could work pretty well as the back like the back plates, because it's gonna darken the icons. So I kind of want to give this a whirl. So the dimensions of these are 240 by 22. So I actually need this as, so file, save as, sprite, plate, or text box, backplate. Just in case I need this as a separate file. Okay. And then where's, I pulled this from dialogue, right? If I pull this from dialogue, yeah, so these just literally need to be, I just need to take this, and I just copy back over it. There we go. And now this is our, there is no option on this path. So we'll go File, Save As. What do we have? Text box locked version 2. Or no, text box none. Okay. Yep. And now we're gonna go for perfect. Because now that we have all the dimensions figured out, this will work really well for cohesion across the entire game. And if we end up having some issues later on, we will figure it out as we cross that bridge. Locked v2. Oh, not version 23, just version 2. Sick. Okay, so we've got all of that. So now I just need to borrow these colors, and I need to transform this. Boop, boop. We'll turn contiguous off. Boop, boop. Don't worry, the icons are gonna get their internals changed in a second. Boop, boop. Now turn that off. Go boop, boop. Boop, 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 boop. Hold on. Almost there. Take that! Hell yeah. Okay, and then to make our lives easier, we will literally just copy and paste this over. Okay, good. But it just not copy the color over because I had different gradients going on. There we go. And now we have a correct dimensioned text box. Ooh, rah. Let's go. Okay, file, save as, and this is gonna be like what? Like text box version 5? Oh, only version 3. That's right. Text box. V3. It's a PNG. Okay. So now all of these should be correct, but we do have to go through and re-import them one last time. One more time. There we go. Dialogue is good. Header is fine. Sprite for title. I think I updated title, right? Or maybe I didn't. Maybe I didn't update title yet. So file, save as, sprite title v2. PNG, save. Okay, cool. So we just got all of these updated now. Okay, so now it's got the spots to lock in the option menus. I'll go back to our title screen. And we just swapped these. And you can see they are almost perfectly lined up already. Is that correct? Is that where I want it? I turn that off. Oh, that's like perfect on the top one. You can see it. It just flops the colors. Now, is that correct? Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Okay, let's see how that looks. And then we're going to test the opacity. So we have our settings. Ooh, okay. Hmm. Okay. Kind of like that because it almost looks like a little button is getting pushed in too because the opacity makes it darker. So it almost even creates like a slight illusion that it's getting pushed. All right. Sick. I think that's a decent start screen. I'll add a little bit more color or flair and I'll probably add some icons and stuff, like do like some swords or something and mirror them and stuff. That could be fun. Do like a cog, do a sword, and then do like a red X. That wouldn't be too hard to add, but not high priority right now. Okay, so we got all that behaving and playing really well. This is still just a goofy fucking mess, and that's the next thing I want to play with. Okay, turn off snap. Okay, that is feeling good. So let's see how that page looks good now that we have fixed all that. The text is still all over the place because it's very clearly way too much text. Oh, you know what? That might have been why we are doing 640 by 640. Shit. Because I bet you anything, if I double up on the size of that now. Oh, burgers. It wouldn't be hard for me to flip it all back. I just have to go into all the sprites and just like flip up all the sizes, but then it would keep this sprite size down. Is there a way for me to affect the text size? Because that is a pretty limited amount of space now, so even with the font that I'm using, that's 7 point. Are we drawing with 9 or 7? I'd actually be very curious to know about that. So let's check that real quick. That's going to be in Object Dialog. Font Empire 9. No. Here we go. Font Empire 9. There we go. Oh, Yektan coming in with a party of 7 raiders. I haven't heard from you in a hot minute, dude. Welcome to the Delta Rune. What? Oh, were you guys just playing Delta Rune? Hell yeah. Yek, how have you been, man? I'm pretty sure I have you in my Discord, but just throwing that out there real quick. Hell yeah. Good. Just wanted to make sure. How have you been, dude? Good. Really glad. And for all of Yek's Raiders... Ooh, thank you, Tricky. Ow. A little bit of tea left. So for anyone who is from Yektan's channel, he probably already told you, I'm doing game development. Right now, we are making our own choose your own adventure, like a little text-based old school guy. So we're kind of, obviously, it's kind of a mess right now. We're playing with our room dimensions and stuff, but it's going all right. Doing podcast stuff? Hell yeah. Love that. Oh, dude farted. Nope. Don't do that here, Airport. Nope. But yeah, right now I'm basically checking, so I was using one type of font point, so like I'm drawing and setting my font right here. I was gonna see if I reduce the font size at all, if it helps clear up the clutter a little bit, but I think ultimately... Oh, first of all, that does not look great. It looks okay. I don't like that. So we're gonna go back to the font 9. But if we double up on our resolution, we will be right where we need to be. So hold on, let's do that real quick. So that's going to require me to go through and double up on all the spacing on everything. That's okay. Well, how about... Yeah, no, that'll be fine. So we'll save this as a version 3, just because we're bouncing around a whole bunch. Where did you go? There you are. And we just bounced you, right? Yes. Okay, so Save as. We'll do this as version 3 just so we can just have the correct files. Oh, ads. No ads. I just snoozed those. Get those out of here. Okay, so with that expanded, everything else is gonna have to double up in size as well. So we'll focus here because that'll make that easier on my brain. I don't have to do the exact math. Save as version 4. But yeah, no, game development stuff has been super good. Having a blast with it. Everyone's been super cool and super patient. I'm like figuring stuff out left and right. It is time consuming. It's one thing I've learned more than anything is that building your own games, not an easy task. Very fun, very rewarding. Text box, none. Oh, was this? Oh, yeah, I don't want this one. Hold on. Get out of here. I want this one. There we go. Sprite size. Wait, are these the... Uh-oh. Oh, absolutely. As far as right now goes, I think we're okay. I'm kind of just playing with resolution sizing right now to make sure I have enough room for all my stuff, because I kind of, like, got a little carried away, reduced the resolution, and then forgot that it was going to, like, joink up all my text. So now I'm having to go back through and go back to everything that was bigger. Which is not a big deal. Bump. There we go. Just means I've got to expand all the rooms and stuff again. A little bit of a time loss, but not anything huge. Text box version 4. Is that going to double up? Yes. Okay, awesome. Now I need this guy, and I need dialogue version 4. Yes, awesome. It just feels good because lately I've just been in the vibe of like actually getting stuff done, and I'm just like, thank God, I'm finally back where I want to be. I'm like constantly producing stuff, getting it done. Yeah, 360. And all this is gonna have to be redrawn, and that's fine. Let's go to our instances layer, or assets layer, my bad. There we are. How's the podcast stuff going, though? Like, I know that you said it's, like, going well, but, like, what are you working on right now? Okay, there we go. And then I need to be on, what? Assets? Instances? Yes. Okay, I want to get object start. We'll go to the top. No snap, please. Is snap on? Snap is not on, so I should be able to just, like... There we go. Is that correct? Is verbatim. Perfect. Then we want quit on the bottom. Perfect. And then we want this one here in the middle. Perfect. Okay, so let's see how this performs. So now the text is ironically a little smaller, but I could easily just do that in caps to make those look bigger, and I think that that's fine. Oh, I did not set up the origin room, so of course we're gonna have issues. There we go. Make the room a little bit bigger. Go to background. Or assets or instances. Delete the background layer. Oh yeah. Okay, sick. Oh, and I gotta look at something real quick. I had a Discord message that was telling me... I set this up yesterday. Work tasks. That's right. Okay, cool. Got it figured out. We're good. We're good. Okay, so... Oh, whoa! Not what I wanted to do. Okay. Dude, I did. I made it spin. Okay, so let's see how the text looks on this now. The text should look significantly better. It does. But also, for some reason... I don't want ads. I snoozed my ads. Get out of here. Okay, so this definitely looks better. There's just too much text now. Also, why is... Wait, that's weird. It's like this call to Chromatic is like pre-existing on another page, and it shouldn't be doing that because I'm going to another room. Okay. So hold on, let's go back up here to origin branch choices. Why did it do that? That's interesting. I can go dialogue though. Go be like... Let's see how that looks. Trying to do like minimal. Uh-oh. We are not following the story text from this. What happens if I just leave it empty and then let other... Okay, let's see how that goes. Oh, good. Why is that not working now? Also, why is the background still... Oh, gosh. There's a few things going wrong here now. So the one that is definitely driving me up the wall is... Why is this continuing to exist in other rooms? Because when I go to branch origin, it's not here. Is it because one room has a background and the other room doesn't? Because in that case, I should not be treating this as a background item. That is very interesting. I mean, if needed, I could just, like... So let's get rid of sprite 4, right? And then why do I have 2 object setups? I could also be creating issues. There we go. And then what if we just give object setup the sprite the title card? Right? I feel like that could work. And let's see if that will continue to create this weird... No, I don't get... Absolutely not. Okay. There we go. Now let's see if it continues to do that. Because now if it continues to exist in other rooms, I have no idea what's going on. What is happening there? Well, I think the object is set to be persistent, so that might not be my fault. Or that might be entirely my fault, I think I mean. It's not, though. Okay, well then I don't want that anyways. Okay, sprite 4, none. Oh, let's test this. No? So it's definitely that image. It's just transferring between rooms, and I have no idea why. That's so weird. Create an asset layer. No, no ads. I wonder if there's something that's making it like continuously persist between rooms, because like to my understanding, I go to branch origin, which is this room. So I shouldn't have that object following me to other rooms. All the rooms are... Huh. That is quite peculiar. Yeah, we'll keep working on it. Figure out why it's doing that. Actually, how about, instead of redoing this a million times, let's kind of shrink down our project a little bit. Okay. So object ending AFK, you're not doing anything special. Room go to, yeah, when the alarm goes off. So when the room starts, it sets this alarm, and if you wait that long, it takes you to the room. Nice. And then same thing with my parent objects for object dialog. So story text is empty. I'm gonna go to dialog branch 1. And your parent is object dialog. And I have this written here. And that's not tracking either. That's alright. The room doesn't exist anymore. Oh, nope, didn't want to do that. I don't really know why it's doing that. Open editor. Ports and cameras? It's nothing like that. Yes, I have no idea why it's doing that. So I'm still learning like so many things about game development. That is just the weirdest thing to me. Why does it persist into the next room? Okay, so I'll save. Maybe I shouldn't. Wait, what if it's with my object? Window set size. So that's just doubling the size. That shouldn't be doing anything. Object dialog. I sent the font back. It's drawing everything correctly. Like, none of that's an issue. Object dialog origin. Get that out of here for now. Got that working correctly. So why isn't this working? Reset to default. Override this variable. That's 1, 2, 3. Maybe I just needed to do that. Maybe the override. No. Welcome back, Jonas. I have hit like a couple of really peculiar hurdles and I have no idea what's going on. And it's created a little bit of frustration, but I'm also been like tired and sick from all day, so. So my AFK, just making sure all my things are set at the correct dimensions. Everything's set at the correct dimensions. Why is my image... Okay, my sound isn't the problem right now. About to just make a new room, but I don't think that's gonna fix anything.